Hello. So it's been over a month since my last video and I actually have a valid excuse this time, and that is because me and Charlotte in early May ended up contracting coronavirus, which was quite scary, and I actually wanted to do a diary, a corona diary of what it's like for just an average person to get coronavirus, but as usual on my channel things don't go to plan and I ended up getting pretty bad with it. So I'll just show what my original introduction was because it was really cringy, and obviously I was quite deluded at the time because of the virus, because I thought this was hilarious, but just no.
Now, this is a story all about how my life got turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, so just sit right there, and I'll tell you all about how me and Charlotte ended up getting COVID, which was nice. In a way.
I was ill.
It seems like ages since I put my last video on, but it's mostly because I needed to buy a new microphone because the other one just broke, which was awesome. And as I was looking for a new one, I saw this company on this website that would deliver next day if it's within the country. I was like, buzz in, let's go for that one. So I ordered it, and then it was only when I looked at the tracking information I realised that, yeah, it was in Germany. So in Germany it was next day, not here. That was annoying. So fast forward a week, finally get to the day where it's supposed to be delivered. I go for a run in the morning, feel absolutely minging, like genuinely, I'm unfit, but this was disgusting. And then I got a call from Charlotte saying that she is being sent home from work with coronavirus symptoms. Immediately started worrying, thinking, yeah, I've definitely got that. That run was just disgusting. So we ended up going that evening to get swabbed, and we kind of knew it was going to happen. Charlotte works frontline on the COVID ward. She has been doing since the start of this. So she's constantly treating people with coronavirus, COVID, whatever you want to call it. But then fast forward to Sunday and we got the results through, and yeah, positive. Now most people would just rest, but I kind of feel like it's a bit hazy on what actually happens to sort of healthy people that get this. So I'm going to be doing a diary, hopefully every day unless it gets too bad, of my symptoms, how I feel, and also Charlotte's. So let's go. So today, Sunday the 3rd of May, basically just got a tight chest, cough, painful back. That's the thing that's doing my head in. It's really getting from my chest. It just feels numb in my chest, but my back is killing me. Cough, headache. I've just taken my temperature. That is, what was it? 36.5 degrees. So actually not bad. It's not fever, so awesome. So I do apologise as well because I'm just wearing pyjamas. There's not a chance I'm getting out of these. So I'm gonna have to change my pyjamas every day though because I'm starting to sweat. It's grim. That's, I think, because I had swine flu back in the day. I get them all. Just like to try them out really. And the worst thing about swine flu was the sweating, just cold sweats constantly. And you just get so dehydrated. Also can't speak properly. I'm going to put that down to COVID, but this has been like this for a good few years. Oh, it's great this. Really good. Hi, again. Today it's getting a bit worse.
Now I'm editing the video at the moment, and I've noticed on Tuesday everything started getting a bit weird. It just took ages to get a sentence out and I was slurring my speech, and I think it's just because I was so groggy at this point because my temperature had started going up. So I'm not actually going to play any of the clips from Tuesday and Wednesday. After Wednesday was when I started getting really bad. And I couldn't get my temperature below 39.4 degrees, which is about 104 Fahrenheit. And I was in a bit of a mess at this point because I couldn't get warm enough, but I was way too hot, and then I'd feel really cold, I was sweating, it was awful. And it was on Friday night that Charlotte ended up calling the NHS helpline because I was just in a bit of a state, and they said because I didn't have a cough and I didn't have a tight chest, then I should just sort of ride out the temperature, which I did. But then on Monday, my temperature was dropping, but I started with a cough and I started with a tight chest, and that got worse until on Thursday I had to go into hospital. We had to ring 999, get an ambulance out. They looked me over, and my O2 sats were just way too low, and they just decided it's probably best if I went in. And it was really scary. Going into hospital was something that it wasn't on my radar. I wasn't expecting to do it. I can't even remember the last time I went into hospital, but I went in, and yeah, it was like those films where everyone's in quarantine and there's a zombie apocalypse. Everyone was in full gear, masks. I was just sat there just for quite a while whilst they were taking blood tests, had a cannula put in. Yeah, then they decided that they were admitting me, and I went onto a ward which was way too cold, but it was probably good for my temperature. And in the morning I ended up nearly passing out on the toilet, which was embarrassing. I had to pull the emergency cord, and just not what you want. It's not what you want on a Friday morning, to have to get someone rushing out to you after you've just done a dump because you can't breathe and you're on the verge of passing out. So I had to have oxygen while I'm sat on the toilet. Just grim, really. I'd had blood tests, I'd had an ECG, they had to shave my chest, so now that looks ridiculous. I had chest x-rays and MRI. And in the end, they said it was quite normal. I had a severe, mild case of COVID, but I was all right to go home. And then the next day, it was really just... In fact, I'll just show you. I did actually record, I think this was about 5 days after I got out of hospital, and I was a bit shaken up still. The emotions that you go through, I think that's something that no one really talks about. When you get really ill, you do get emotional. Your brain just immediately goes to places that it really shouldn't do. You'll see in this clip, I wasn't really there up there. I wasn't in the best of places. So this is the first video that I've been able to do in over a week, just because I've not felt up to it. But hopefully I'm on the mend now, which is nice. Jeez, I started off these videos kind of not really thinking I was going to get it that bad. I'm not going to lie. I thought I'm quite fit and healthy, I'll be alright. But having to go into hospital for something that a lot of people think is just an old people virus that's only really going to affect you if you're old or have something wrong with you is not the right way to look at this at all. And it's funny how your mindset changes quite a lot about a lot of things when you don't think you're going to make it. And for quite a few days when I was really bad, I didn't think I was going to make it. It doesn't help that I've had a friend already die from it, but it really does put things into perspective, very much so. Anyway, I'm feeling better today. Chest is still a bit tight, cough's still there, and my taste is all over the place. It's better now. I couldn't yet taste anything for the first probably 5 days, and then after that I couldn't eat anything because my taste had kind of come back, but it was disgusting. Everything tasted disgusting. And then I narrowed it down to being salt that was making things taste weird. So I couldn't have anything with salt in. So for probably 3 days after I'd come out of hospital. I was just eating pancakes that Charlotte had made with lemon and sugar on, which is really nutritious. So, but yeah, hopefully I'm on the mend now. That video was quite difficult for me to actually watch and put out there because I'm not really the type of person that likes sharing stuff like that. I prefer to make stuff that's a bit more happy and a bit jokey, but I kind of feel like it's necessary in a way just to show the different ways that it can affect you, and hopefully it'll make people be a bit more cautious. I know obviously the lockdown is lifting now, which is great, but you still need to be careful. Now, in the days after leaving hospital, the main problems I had, the chest tightness, the coughing eased over time. When I was in hospital, I needed to be put on antibiotics just to make sure there was no underlying infections or anything like that. And the antibiotics had a weird effect on me, which I believe can be fully represented in this video. And that's the last we'll speak of that. Now, I did say in the start of the video that I would say what Charlotte's symptoms were, but Charlotte didn't really have any symptoms that were as bad as mine. She had some abdominal pain. The worst thing is she still can't taste anything at all. It's been nearly 5 weeks now and she can't taste anything, which for Charlotte is a big thing because she is a baker. She loves to bake. Her dream is to own a bakery, so I'm really praying that she gets her taste back, mainly because I'm having to make all the food at the moment, which is a ball ache. And yeah, obviously the bakery idea. So now I kind of feel better. I'm pretty much back to normal now. So hopefully I'm going to be able to get all of my videos sorted. I'll be getting videos out regularly. I'm going to get back to doing Tune Time Tuesday. I might just try and think of a better title than that. It's a bit of a mouthful. Maybe Music Mondays. Yeah. Music Mondays. I'm gonna roll with that. Now, this isn't a typical video that I would put out. I don't usually make anything that's any sort of emotional videos. I don't really like to do that. So the next videos are all going to be back to normal, hopefully. And hopefully I don't catch it again because it was disgusting and horrible. Yeah, so stay safe. You don't need to stay at home now. Go outside. Do whatever you want. Yeah, I've heard Barnard Castle's lovely at this time of year. Go there.